Now we will discuss the difference between. Now we will discuss the difference between array and a collection framework. Array and a collection framework. See here there is a array, okay, and here we can say a collection framework. Collection framework. Okay. So here we are going to discuss the differences between an array and a collection framework. Yes. So what is the first? First we can say array is with a fixed size. Array is with a fixed size. Okay. And what about a collection framework? Collection framework is a growable. Collection framework is a growable in size. Growable in size. What it means? Like once memories get allocated for array, we cannot change the size. We cannot change the size. That means what? We cannot increase the size as well as we cannot decrease the size. Yes or no? But what about a collection framework? In a collection framework, we can increase the size. We can increase the size or we can shrink the size. That means that assume for the runtime, like for our class, this classroom, we decided a batch for the Java. Okay, we declared the batch for Java, and in that cases, okay, we arranged the thousand chairs. Okay, but assume for the initial only 5 students came. Only 5 students came. Then what about these chairs? 995 chairs. This 995 chairs will be get wasted. Yes or no? So this is what because of pre-allocation. But for the next time, because of our previous experience, we arranged only assume 10 to 20 chairs only. We take a small classroom and in that one we arrange these classes. Okay, but if for the next batch, if 10,000 students came, then our chair will be not sufficient, so it is get wasted. So this is because of fixed in size nature. But collection framework according to need, according to requirement, we can change the size. That means what? The used memory block, if not used, okay, we can delete. We can make them available for further reuse. Okay, but if we lack in size, we can increase it. According to the requirement. Understood? Yes. Okay. So this is what the first difference. Then second, we can say we can store homogeneous type only. Homogeneous type data we can store only in a array. We can store only one type of data. That means that if I created the array of a student, then only student object I can store in it. If I created the integer array, then only integer type of elements I can store in it. If I created the string array, then I can store only string type of element in it. Yes or no? So that means what? It is homogeneous in nature. So simply this is what the homogeneous. But what about the collection framework? In a collection framework, we can store homogeneous as well as heterogeneous data. Homogeneous, that means same type of data, as well as a different type of data we can store in it. Yes or no? So this is what the difference between array and collection. This is the second. Then what is next? Third. What is third? Yes. What is third? In array we can store primitive as well as non-primitive type of data. In array we can store primitive as well as a non-primitive type of data. But in collection we can store only non-primitive type of data. Yes, understood? That means what? We cannot store the primitive types. We cannot store the primitive, only non-primitive type of data. That means that objects, we can store only objects in a collection. Yes or no? Okay, so no doubt we can store the primitive type too, but we need to convert from primitive to non-primitive by using the wrapper concept. Yes or no? We can see this wrapper concept in a next. Yes or no? So we can convert primitive to non-primitive, and then we can store in a collection framework. Okay, but directly we cannot store the primitive type of data in a collection framework. Okay, understood? Okay, so this is what the third we can say difference between a array and a collection. So primitive and non-primitive can be stored in a array, but for the collection we can store only non-primitive, that is a user defined type only. We can store only user defined type. Then what is the next difference? What is next difference? For the array, predefined data structure is not there. For example, for the collection we can use a tree as a abstract data type. For the tree set, we can say for the other classes. For the linked list class, we can use a linked list as a abstract data type. We can use hash table as a abstract data type, or these are the data structures. Okay, yes or no? So because of this ready-made methods are available with the classes of a collection framework. Okay, so predefined methods we can use with the collection, but for the array this such support is not available. Okay, so it is for the array. With the array we have to write a code separately, explicitly programmer have to write. Here we can say fourth difference is what? Yes, that is a ready-made support is not available. Support is not available with the array, not available, and here we can say available with the collection framework. Yes or no? So this is what the difference we can say between a collection framework and a array. But another very important we can say, as considering the memory point of view, which one is good? We can say collection is good. Yes or no? We can say collection is good. Okay, but because we can increase the size as well as we can shrink the size, we can decrease the size. But what about the performance? So by considering the performance in an array, actually it is faster than collection framework. It is faster. That means that if we have to perform we have to traverse the all elements, then array is better than a collection framework. Yes or no? So hence, for the performance point of view, array is good. Okay, that is, it is we can say faster than collection framework classes. But about a collection framework, it is slower. Okay, and here's low performance is here. Low performance for the collection classes. Yes or no? Understood? Okay, so for the array, if we have to perform the in between insert or deletion operation, so in case of array we need to perform the shifting, so there is a time complexity needed or more time is needed. But for the collection framework, if we can go for the linked list. So in that one, no shifting is necessary. We need to link that. Okay, so automatically it uses internally the links to connect the one element to another element, and hence the process is less time consuming if we have to perform the insertion and deletion in between position. So collection is good, but if we have to traverse all the elements, then array is better than a collection framework. Okay, even by using a tree, like a tree set, then all the elements we can get in sorted order. So whenever we need a data in a sorted order, we can go for the collection framework classes, not for the array. Yes or no? So this is what the basic difference between a array and a collection framework. Understood? So according to requirement, according to use, developer has to decide whether he has to go for the array or he has to go for the collection. Okay, and same difference. This same difference can be asked little critical, like they might be asked the difference between array list and a linked list class. Array list and a linked list class. So difference is like same. So in array list or array or a linked list, so difference is exactly same. Okay, understood? Yes. Okay, so note down it.